We have this guitar here, and this little thing has a broken volume control. It can be turned endless, and yeah, well, it doesn't feel healthy. First, 1, 2, 3 strings detuned now. String 4, string 5, and string 6. Why do I do this? Because I would like to avoid any stress shock for the body and the neck of the guitar. Now, as there's no high tension on it, we just can cut it away. So, yeah, it takes the time to remove all the strings. I like to make a little knot into the old strings, because so I won't lose a single one. And altogether they are handy to remove the tremolo arm, so you're not gonna break it. And now it's time to remove the rest of the strings. In this case, we have to push the strings through the body to get them out here on the back. This one doesn't fit anymore, and I need to repair this later on with a drop of glue. 2 left, 1 left, and well, now we arrived where I like to usually take some photos. I really love smartphones for this. It's a really compact, modern, high-end, high-resolution camera. And why am I taking some pictures? I take pictures of what's connected to what. I like to take them in 2 or 3 different angles, because sometimes you can't see a connection you later might need. Now take your wrench and remove the broken pot. Okay, here we are. This is what we need to change. And first, we need to see what is connected. Yeah, I better take another picture. For now, I'm sure I need to know what and where to do. Now we need a soldering iron. Well, good luck, I have one right here. I just need to plug it in. And we have our spare potentiometer. It's an A500K. There are 2 different kinds of potentiometers. One is tape A, one is tape B, and I'm not sure which one is what, but one is linear and the other one is logarithmic. So choose the one that fits to your guitar. Okay, we have to unsolder the grounding pad on the housing of the pot right here, the black wires and the gray. Basically, when we are turning a potentiometer, we have a circular conductive surface, and the middle pin is a wiper. It slides around, so it can go without any hard steps from one value to the other. Always clean your tip first, and then urgently put some new soldering wire on it. Because if you don't do that, your soldering tip will passivate and it won't work anymore. Now we have some fresh soldering wire, and we try to unsolder this pot. Well, I'm not sure how to do it the best way. And sometimes you can add some more fresh soldering wire. Oh, it's too cold right now. Yeah, first wire is disconnected. second, third and fourth from this soldering joint. I place the new one like the old one, and I like to connect the soldering joints I just unconnected directly to the new one, so there will be no struggle with which wire belongs to where. Well, I like to use those helpers here, so I can hold my new pot in position close to the old one. Sometimes it's better to remove some more of the insulating material. But it's not always quite easy, since there's some soldering wire on the cable already. One, that's long enough. That's long enough. And number 4. Oh well. Start. Now, since I have some more uninsulated wires, I can drill the tips so it's easier to solder. Now they get some soldering wire. That looks nice. Same on the new pot. And now its housing will become really hot. So don't touch it with your fingers anymore from now on till it's cold again. Takes the time. "21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh, still too cold. Maybe I set my soldering iron a little bit hotter. That looks quite better. Yeah, now we're connected properly. Time to plug in our cables, which are quite short. I hate it. I need to turn the pot. And again, it takes the time to get on temperature. Yeah, that looks good. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Ooh, my fingers get hot. Well, yeah. First soldering sold is changed. Next one's the middle one, I guess. Oh, we have to change it for some longer wires. That looks good for the beginning. Then you go there. Okay. Try to drill it so it's easier to solder it. And it seems to be in position right now. feels good as well, yeah, perfect. And the last soldering joint, our second ground connection here on top of the pot. That'll be a lot of fun again. And heat up the cables. So we need some more soldering wire again to stay in touch with the wires and the housing of our potentiometer to get it all hot at the same time. Come on. Yeah. That looks quite good. Perfect. Now we have changed our potentiometer and we can see if it fits to the guitar. Oh well, yeah, it looks pretty. We're done with the volume pot and now we go over to our broken screw. Here we have some special for it. Well, for the broken screw we use some wooden dust and some wood glue and mix it. Yeah, well, no, we try to mix it all together. Ah, beautiful, that looks good. And now we take a really little drop of it and put it into the broken hole. Move it a little bit so it will get in contact with the wood. Maybe some more. And remove all residues. Well, now we have our screw with a drop of oil on it and I removed all what's too much with some tissue. And we're going to build our guitar together. Well, that feels good. Yeah, I start with the broken screw and yeah, I try to be really careful to it. I won't damage it anymore. And now it needs to stay there for maybe 12 hours. And after this, the broken screw is repaired again. Well, and now our wonderful new pot should be able to work. Now we are going to clean our neck. As you can see, this neck right here is really glossy. That's a painted one. While this one's not glossy at all. So that one you can clean with lemon oil and this one you better clean with water and some microfiber cloth. So I take a microfiber cloth and use some water to clean it. Takes some time, but it's working fine for this kind of neck. Yeah, now it's time to go over and take new strings. Usually when you buy guitar strings, they are called electric guitar strings with a gauge of 10, which is the smallest string on your guitar. When you're going to buy guitar strings, you need to know which size you would like to have on the thinnest and on the thickest string. Basically, for the beginning, you can buy a complete package, a whole set of 6 strings for your instrument, and you orientate yourself on the thinnest string, which is a 10 in this case. Well, luckily in this situation they are numbered. here's a 6, here's a 5, so I can just order it in the size it is. And here you can see the difference. This one's really heavy, this one's really thin, so it's clear this one goes down to there, to the bottom, when you're playing the guitar. Up on here is the thickest string, and here is the thinnest string. Okay, I like to start with the thickest string, since it's more robust, it's not breaking so fast. It's not of importance on this kind of vintage tremolo system, but if you're restringing a Floyd Rose system, the thinnest string might break by mounting if you start with it. Check if it sits properly. And leave some space when you start winding, so you can turn the string around the mechanics several times. Well, we're now going to use this tuner. It has a microphone which has to be connected to your instrument. And when I'm playing a string, it detects which note it is. When we're in tuner mode, it's a D, but we would like to have an E. Yeah, sounds good. Pressing down the E string on the 5th fret is an A. E, A. And the next string is an A as well, but you can hear this one has a much higher pitch than that one. So we're close to an A. Always remember, tune from the lower pitch always to the higher. When you're a little bit too high here on the tuner, like this, always tune down and tune up again. And tune slowly the closer you are to your note. Looks great. And again, 5th fret is the next string. And here it's the next string on the 4th fret. E, A, D, G. On the G string it's on the 4th fret, not on the 5th, on the 4th. And the last one's on the 5th fret again. Now as we have a basic tuning, we can stretch our string a little bit, so it will stay in tune faster. And it's time to retune. Perfect.